so much the woman as the well, oh yeah. Ah, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ma, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Orabaseke, her frustration turned it all, and everyone heard her. Oh, her rejection said it all to everyone around her. Yeah, she suffered so many heartbreak. She suffered so many rejection. She suffered so many years and Nebo say, Nebo yantu, Nebo seke, Yahuwah namo santu, Nebo seke, Nebo santu, yeah. But here is the good news, and here is the miracle, and here is the healing, and here is the cleansing. But our boldness, set it all anew. Our boldness, and say to herself, I'm gonna do it right now. I will do it again. I'm gonna do it again one more time. To the very seventh man. I'm gonna go close on that man. To the very seventh man. I'm gonna go close on that man. Yeah, Monsanto Lebu. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There is a bright day now for me. There is a new day, a wonderful day, a day of testimony to obey Yahuwah, a day of thanksgiving to obey Yahuwah, for the broken-hearted has been healed, but our boldness caught the attention, of the author of life, of the King of glory, of the eternal husband. Our boldness caught the attention of the seventh man, of the King of glory, the one that can make it all anew. Yeah. Whoa. Nebo seke, yeah. Nebo santu, Nebo seke, whoa, yeah. Terebo santu, Yahuwah. You day, Wahaya, yeah. Masatalabo, yeah, mama, busene, rababo, sialabo, nayabose, kuraba, yeah. Mama, yenderebo, you alone can make it new again. You alone, you are made it all new again. Masatalabo, you the one, yeah. Oh, mama, yerebo. You have gathered all my broken pieces. You have gathered all my broken back. Nerebo seke narabayantu. Yantulabo, Morika Yantulabe, Norokosika Yabo, Mo Sentalabo, Mo Sentalabo, yeah. Mo Sentalabo, Nurulaba Yantalabe. No, I found love again. I have been loved again. Yeah. He loved me. He cared for me. He carried me as his baby. Morodo Shanta, Narabayantu, Dereke Seke, Moroboyantu. Yeah, Oroboseo. Yeah, Oroboyantu. Orobosei. Mama, Yantu. Yeah. Orobosei. The sun is shining with the power of his glory. The sun is shining now with healings in his wind. Oh, yeah, and healed every paramount. No, Bobo, say, Mama, Yoruba, say, Nebo, Seke, yeah, whoa, Nebo, Sekeya, Narabu, Berekoyantia, Morobo Sunde, her story was once like the woman at the well. Yeah. Her story was once like the woman at the well, but a boldness in the Reboshantu, but a boldness in Arabaseke, Narabayantu. Yeah. Mama, Yoroso, Mama, Rabayao, never seke oriboyantu, Mayeke, Santalabo. Yeah, I'm beloved again. I have found love again, eternal love, Jenny love. Yeah, you dare, yeah, clothed me with eternal love. He has filled me with eternal love, undilutable love. Yeah. Oh, Morobo say, Peru Heta Yahuwah. Oh, Robo say, oh, you the wine, Robo say, Mama, Mayo. Oh, Robo say, Greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom and much love, prosperity attend you family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah, the Revelator sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end times, prophecies, signs, dreams, and preparing people by the house for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due all worship, glory, honor, praise, adoration, wealth, riches, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very ablaze one, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, the forever horrible Shantaya Baba energy, pure energy of Abba Yahuwah. Horrible Shantaya Bayandurukos Klimahan Talabe. Yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your Isha. Because you are Himahan Talabo Sikeboyan Talabo Satayabeya. power eternal ish ma seke aboya talabe. Mishmika and people, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah in consummation finishing of this wonderful life-giving message Abba Yahuwah has already titled for you and me last Shabbat. We begins it already last Shabbat. Today, by His grace, is going to be the consummation, titled now for you and me. Of course, like you know already, the mystery of sex. It is let your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven, part 3. So if there will be any reason to extend it to 4, therefore it's going to be 2 clips, at the same time, uploaded both together, just as the first clip, it is 1 or 2. So if I'm able to end it, in the 3rd clip, 5, not, then I proceed to the 4th clip. Meanwhile, the both 3 and 4 is still going to be uploaded together. So today we are doing the part 3, which is the consummation, or extended to part 4. Still the same, finish it today. So that next week we'll also go into another wonderful, powerful mysteries. Like I said, a river of mysteries is overflowing here. I knew a mighty hand of Abba Yahuwah has already touched me. So right now I have a testimony to share. Because my brother is responding, like I said, last week I was doing that message last week with a very heavy heart. My heart was so heavy, the only king about the queens. It saddens my heart to see my brother in that situation, almost lost his eyes, stitching everywhere. That there's a bigger one. That one, in fact, you can even see to the bones. You can see straight away to his bones. That saddens my heart. But thanks be unto Abba Yahuwah who spares his life, because the enemy never wanted so. 3 people involved in this dreadful accident. One died right away. The other one, as we are talking, is still in coma. No, not what is going to happen to him. You see, but one came alive among 3. Even the doctor shared testimony that the one that died, he said the injury he sustained, the injury my brother sustained, is far more than the one he sustained, the one that died. Even the one that entered coma now, the injury as well he sustained, my brother is far exceed their injury. The doctor now said, you must be serving the mighty one. I said, there come again. Every mouth will confess. Every mouth, both clean and unclean mouth is going to confess of the power of Yahuwah. That many for evil, and Abba Yahuwah is going to turn it for good. Let me quickly say this. If you are being a constant follower, you're going to be hearing this for me about this Edo Okotma, this Edo Okotma, this Edo Okotma. I keep saying it because it is what is waging war now against me and my household. Like that immediately I don't that was first day of the week, the one you call Sunday. Tomorrow is going to be 1 week. As soon as I was done with the message upload, I slept off that night. In fact, all my body, but thanks be unto Abba Yahuwah. I saw this vision. Every one of my mother's children, we were just in my mother's house. All of a sudden, a flight, a very dreadful flight, we are just coming uncontrollable, about to descend in my mother's house. I saw the flight coming, but I was so powerless to stop. Nothing, in fact, will be able to stop that flight. Due to the race, he was just, like a hungry demon. As it was just coming with full force, I saw it. I said, oh, this flight is going to fall on my mother's house. And if it does, it's going to set all of us ablaze. Because all of us in that vision, we are so weak, to push that flight back or to restrain or to stop. No one we are able. And before you knew it, it descended on my mother's house. It fall upon my mother's house. And the only prayer I were able to pray in that vision, Father, receive my soul. Receive my soul, because we all is going to be, burned to ash, because this flight fall upon my mother's house. I was just making that simple prayer. Well, as I keep making the prayer, I did not see no fire. I did not see none of us,
We were still laying, or we were still there in my mother's house. So when we now see that the fire, uh, the flight couldn't, set us all ablaze, everyone there will now run out of the house. Before we came out, everyone already surrounded the house already. The street people, all of them, they say, what is this? First time for us to see a thing like this. How can a flight fall on a house and yet there is no fire and no one died? We have never seen anything like this. This must be a miracle. So they were just saying their own with that anger. Now goes to the pilot. There were two of them, a man and a woman. When I got close to both of them, I said, "What is your problem? Did you see how recklessly you have you drove your flight? You wanted to set all ablaze. You drive so recklessly. What kind of pilot are you?" So I was just with a very high voice, I was rebuking him. And I said, I should not say that he drive recklessly. I said, no, I knew exactly what I did. I knew exactly what I did. I did not drive no recklessly. I was being paid to set your house ablaze. I said, really? He said, yes. We were being paid. He said, I was being paid to do that. So I landed the flight on your mother's house to set all of you ablaze. He said, as we arrived in landing that flight, as I was about to explode the fire, to consume all of you, but a mighty hand stopped me and said, you won't be doing that. You won't be doing that. I said, really? He said, yes. But the woman, the pilot woman, she didn't talk to me. Only the man was now saying this to me, talking to me. And I said, there, who might that be? Who paid you for you? Who paid you to come and, kill all of us? He said, no Wamagbe Oeseti. That is the name of the person who gave me your contract to kill all of you. So what does that mean, no Wamagbe Oeseti? That is, if your house don't kill you, enemy outside can't do it. Your house was the one who gave me your contract to kill all of you. So that was why I wanted to do it. Therefore, as soon as he said that, I woke up. And I said, because ever since this, my daughter, the one you hear me say, the one I keep saying, in which that was displaying wickedness in our family, I brought her here, come, let us help the family. That was my offense for her. For me to say, they said because my family in their witchcraft coven, they led the cause and called my family a family of sufferhead. And said no one will prosper in that family. So me not travel abroad and not try to put light in the house whereby they said that house is going to be darkness. So that was my offense. Why she was confessed. Said that was the reason why she came to kill me. Because they said this family, they are sufferhead. They said this family, they are the family of darkness. Light can never come into that family. And you not there come abroad and you not begin to try to do things and put light. That was why I came, not to kill you. As she begins to confess. When she confessed, she started confession 2005. We were doing it secretly December. But March 2006, there the confessional exposed that people from every part of the Europe now begin to call my number. Before you know, they spread my number already. People now begin to call. I couldn't hide it anymore. It was something about YAHUAH did publicly. It wasn't a secret at all. Now, after that, during her confession, she now said that they promised her in a witch coven that they are going to make her a queen of the diamond sea. That sea is so huge, that mighty river is so huge, but it's full of diamond. That serpent promised her that if she's able to kill me, that is going to be her reward. That they are going to put her in the center of that sea, being worshipped. In other words, becoming the queen of the diamond sea. That is riches. That is wealth, prosperity. That everyone is going to be bowing to her in the family or wherever, on the street or wherever. So that is the promise they gave unto her. Me now come, you say you want to raise that family, and when you raise people up, now no one is going to be bowing to her. All the confession, I have it here with me. Sometimes if I want to pick some words like today, when I saw that she's still fighting so hard, I go to her confession where she wrote it with her own figure when she was confessing. Even there are some also in the video. When a time will come for that, when the full testimony, everything is being restored, a time will come for that confession in the video to be released to the testimony. That will be the testimony of Abba Yehovah. I want a restoration first before I push further. I just went into the confession she made because I have all here with me. Therefore, I picked this very part that she know where to go. When she now said, because as they promised her to give her that Queen of the Diamond Sea, but she must kill me because I'm trying to stop them. They said that family is sufferhead. And me, I'm trying to rescue. They said that family light will not come. And me, I'm trying to put light. That was the reason why they sent her, to stop my business and to destroy. Like I said, 3 good times and be deported. All my friends will travel to Italy. There's some of them have 4 houses, 5 houses, but I only one uncomputed building I'm still going with. I couldn't. As soon as I paid my debt, they send me back home empty-handed. Finish paying my debt. Like that. In order for me not to be able to help. And all my plan when I'm paying my debt, I pay my mother. I don't waste time at all. Don't find a job night and day for me. I want to do because my family, we are poor. I want to raise my family. I want to help my mother to stop, strongly she alone, take care of I want to help. I want to put smile in her face. That was when I goes to Italy. I never play no game. My dad would say, I will look for a job morning and night for you. I will accept it. Regardless how difficult it is. Not sleeping at night and day, prostitution. I accept. I want to finish pay her money if it would maybe 5, 6 months. First one I paid that way about 6 months. I want to just do it so that I will fix my family, but they never give me that chance. The more I try, the more they bring me now. As soon as I finish paying my dad, I'm going home empty-handed. To the 3rd time they did that wickedness to me. When she was confessed, she said she was the one doing it. Oh, she was the one doing it because she don't want me to help the family. What have we done to you that you force that wicked, you focus that evil satanism eyes upon your family? Now, here is the point. A time will come for all topic to be, unveiled. Now, she now said that was why she came. So she attacked the business and now begin to sleep from parlor to parlor. Everyone can bear me witnesses of that. Even the songs are released. Her story was once like the woman at the well. I sang it 1st day of the week. The one you call Sunday. 2nd day of the week, it was like kind of a prophecy. When testimony is being released, I'm going to unveil on this. It was like a kind of a prophecy. On Monday, that struck my brother. Wanted to kill him. One died right away. The one that would be 2nd day of the week. 1st day of the week, the one you call Sunday. Because normally if I want to do something, first of all, if I want to do message, as the YAHUAH'S told me that I should stop using people's song and go into my singing ministry in order for it to be perfect. And I begin to write. I'll bring out some song. No, I don't even touch the one I write. I have one full verse. I've never even touched that one. These are new ones coming. As this one came, okay, let me record it down. So sometimes that is why when you see me, or sometimes that is why you see when I'm doing some edition, sometimes I made a mistake here. I'm alone doing everything here over here to the glory of Abba Yehovah. I record that songs. 1st day of the week, the one you call Sunday. 2nd day of the week, the one you call Monday, the attacks come. So it was a kind of a prophecy. No more sorrow, eh? All my broken pieces. My brother's body is so broken into pieces. And this is what, it was a prophecy, prophetic. Because I bet you one your enemy is about to do wickedly again. So right now what happened? He said due to my godly lifestyles and prayer lifestyle, I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go. He said my prayer was so heavy on her. Therefore, she don't want to lose that title. Queen of the Diamond Sea. That was why she now goes to the occult people. I never knew that occult people, they are so powerful like this in the kingdom of darkness. He said that was why she now went to the occult people to back her up to fight the battle. That as she now reported me and my household to the occult people, then I said this is their job. They are going to do it perfectly for her. Now, when they all jump power together, jump forces together to descend on me, he said the fire of the Ruach would not descend on her. That is why she's confessing. That was how she started confessing. It is a public show. This, everyone is aware of it. That was how she started confessing. Now, ever since I don't see her, about maybe for 3 years now, or 2 years now, or 3 years now, I don't really see her like that anymore, like the way it was. I was surprised. She was the woman pilot, and the occult Edoma was the man pilot. I wanted to kill my brother. That is why this Edoma must die. Due to what my Abeyewa revealed unto me, it's like I knew this very man. Because he now says, right now, the man, his son is dead, warrant already is going. When someone like this die, I shouldn't call. Ah, I said, I shouldn't call, which means I said you knew them very, very well. This Ado Okotma that is using people for rituals, that wanted to use your brother for exchange. Now that your sister gave him again, they are still fighting so hard this period of time because deliverance is near. Their game is about to be over. He said this I do. I said I knew him. He said I knew him. I even have their number. Oh my father. And I began to calculate, who is this person then? He said I have that number. When this man died, I shouldn't call. Don't ever call his wife to console her. He said that is going to be the defilement on you. Don't ever call. And I said, okay, since then I'm a bit afraid because he said I have their number. So these people must be somebody that is close to me. Then I was now afraid. Oh, who could this be? He said I have their number. When this thing happened, I should not dare call his wife to console her. I said the case now it gets tough. It's going deeper and deeper and deeper. That is what I just saw. I shouldn't call. I said because I have their number. Oh no, this Edo popular man, who could that be? I'm not beginning to use my heart to calculate. I don't know. But I'm waiting because he must die by motor accident. You see what he wanted to do to my brother? He must die his death because he is due for death. Yes, he has to go for it. Suffer not a witchcraft for a living. Even when this my mother daughter begin to confess and display her witchcraft, Mountain of Fire people, because some of my friends, they are going to that ministry. They say, "Come, let us pray and let God kill her." And I said, "No, I can't do that. Let Abeyewa do that for himself." Even the churches I was carrying her to go, let me use that language. Sometimes I still use it for you, for your better understanding, or ministry, rather called ministry, or congregation, or assemblies. All the assemblies, I took her to. The pastor said this one cannot repent, the woman. That is my mother doctor. He said she can't repent. Therefore, they now begin to pray against her for God to kill her. That was why I left that ministry. I said, no, me, I can't do with this kind of a ministry praying direct against people. I said, no, I can't do that, sir. And I begin to narrate those pastors. This wicked girl, my mother daughter, she listen, she know I'm not lying because I have all the paper, the video, the man that did the record, everything is there, A time will come when we are going to release all. Wicked animal. You will die and your blood is going to be upon your own head. If she listen to this, she know I'm not lying. She know I'm not lying at all. Because I can't let media is something of public. When you lie, one day somehow, the person you told a lie against will definitely find out and refute you that you are a liar. So whatever I'm doing, I'm very much careful to say the way it is. I still have all that confession. Everyone in Netherlands, they gave me this name, Miracle. My name is not Miracle. My baptism name it is Princess. Okay? My name my father gave to me, it is called Isoken. That is, this one filled my heart. That is the name my father gave unto me. When I become born again, my baptism name it is Princess and from royal princehood. Now, when she now confessed, what name did public can give unto me? Miracle. That is what I used to do, document. Miracle. They said, we know Princess is wonderful, Isoke is wonderful. But you came out from a great fat. Do you know what Yahuwah did for you? Your name is Miracle. That is what I put on my document, Miracle. To mark that event that took place 2005 to 2006. So one day somehow she's going to come in contact with this message. And when she see that and listen, she know I'm not lying. She knew everyone knows about that. It's not something done secret. Suffer not a witchcraft for a living. All these pastors begin to pray and get this girl. That was the reason why I left those ministries. I now begin to narrate those pastors. I even call her and say, hey, repent. Some pastor they against you in this Netherlands. About 7 or 8 of them, they gang up against you. They even wanted me to join. I said, no, I can't pray that wicked prayer. But the royal law make it so clear, suffer not a witchcraft for a living. Messiah said, repent or you die. So since you refuse to repent, therefore you're going to die and perish in your wickedness. Okay, because you and this occult man is still fighting so hard to suck blood. No, you're going to suck your own blood because someone has to die. But this occult man is going right away. He's wicked, he's an animal. He's using people for blood money and rituals. So, having said this, with this being said, let us begin this very mystery they wanted to kill somebody for. Because as the one that died now, the family, they are still in pain. Now they are planning for burial. So that was the situation they wanted to put me. And how will I? How? I wouldn't have been able to pass out this message, this wonderful message, the mystery of sex. It is like your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. I wouldn't have been able. But thanks be unto my Abba Yahuwah that what keeps money takes me a lot of money. And I don't care. Just leave my brother for me. I don't care. Whatever it takes me, I don't just care. Okay? But just let my brother be. Leave it for me. He's the only king I have. Wicked animal. Alright, now let's get started. You know they see already. No perversion of it. Okay? Masekeibo Karakabose Masekebo here Karakaba here Busekere here Karakabose Karakabo Ibarabase Natabo Imasandala Bay Ooh yeah. Karakabo, Marabaye, Nalabose, Marabaye, Kurilabase, Narabaye, Narabose, Masakaibo, Yahuwah, Karakabose, Karakabo, Ibarabaye, Yantubu, Karakabo, Ye, Karakabo, Sandabo, Karakabo, Yantubu. So with that, a river of living waters is overflowing here. A superb, duper vision. A deep center of reality vision. A serious climbing mountain vision. Another level vision. A truth for life vision. A center head figure vision. A predominant vision. There is something about me, His glory. His heavenly ark of covenant. That is what Abba Yahuwah is making known unto you. He borobo santa ya babaye. Ribobo santa bos klima hantala bos sekeya. He borobos klima yantele babos kliba yande through his, mysteries in me. So right now, let's get started. Like how we already in part 1 and 2. Yeah, we'll go. The mystery of this holiest, romantic, noblest, what called sex. We deal with all the alphabet already. So today we have up to 6 points. So we want to address it one by one. What is sex for? We're gonna see what is sex for. We see already how fully loaded sex is. So right now I want to address some part of marriage and the other perverting part. Okay, point 1 goes like this. Sex is for husband and wife. It is their spiritual, food. It is for husband and wife, okay? So let's put scriptures to validate this. Alright, now here I am, Bereshit, chapter 1, 26 to 28, Bereshit, where better known as Genesis. Oh, Robo Shandayaba. Alright, now, yeah, it's where the plans, we are going on in the heavens. Abba Yahuwah said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creepy things that creepeth upon the earth. Okay? So Yahweh created man in his own image. In the image of Yahweh created he him, male and female created he them. And Yahweh blessed them. And Yahweh said unto them, be fruitful. That is where the sex is. Fruitful. And multiply. Did you get that? And replenish the earth. And subdue it. And have dominion over the fish of the sea. And over the fowl of the air. And over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Did you see? Abba Yahweh said, let us make man in our image. So what Abba Yahweh have, you have. What he do, you do. Whatever, apart from the poverty side, what he do, you do. Okay? What he eat, you also eat. It is also Abba Yahweh's spiritual, wonderful, eternal meal. We see it already. We unveiled that powerfully in part 22. Abba Yahweh always sat upon the ark. The ark will unveil that is a person. Okay? So right now, they do say the power of procreation, like them, man and woman, do this. It said multiply and be fruitful. That is sex over there. For you to be fruitful, you need to have sex. For you to be a father, you need to do it. Okay, it is for husband and wife. Did you see anything like boyfriend and girlfriend over here? So Bereshit chapter 4 verses 1. And Adam knew Hawa, his wife, and she conceived, okay, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahuwah. You see, he knew he had sex with his wife and got her pregnant. We see when he gave them a blessing, Bereshit 1, and we see Bereshit 4, they not carry out their assignment. It is holy service, okay? It is the noblest, okay? I put some more. Tehillim 127 verses 3. That is son. Lo, children are an heritage of Yahuwah, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Did you get that? How did you get the fruit of the womb? And he said these children, they are Abba Yahuwah's heritage. Okay, to be fruitful, that is to make more blessing, make more progress, okay? Man and woman, Before you knew it, you bring forth male like you or female like you. Before you knew it, you just started, being two. Before you knew you become 10 in the family. Bring about other 8 children or bring about other 8 persons. You see, that is the fruitfulness. That is the increasement. And where are these children coming from? They are coming from heaven. He said they are Yahuwah's heritage. They are his heritage. And the fruit of the womb is the reward. So how do you get the fruit of the womb? It is only through sexual activities, okay? Alright, now here I am, Proverbs 18:22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor from Jehovah. Did you hear him say, whosoever findeth a girlfriend, findeth a boyfriend? No, Genesis 2:18. Abba Yahweh said it is not good for the man to live alone, for the man to be alone without sex. It is not good for him. I'm going to give him now a suitable helper. Okay? Adam was living amongst the animals, but yet he was so unsatisfied. Even though he has the power, the authority to name it all, he is the teacher and the first preacher and preach and teach all the animal how, to bang, not to mix, teach. He never teach a mixture. You are goat. Go with a he goat, she goat, go with he goat. That's how he did it. Okay? He was lonely because he was never having his own kind. They are not his kind. Therefore, Yahweh said it is not good. Therefore, it is good for a man to marry. Whosoever found a wife, it did not say a girlfriend. So says it is the blessing for husband and wife. Not for boyfriend or girlfriend. That is the perversion. That is the teaching of Sempet. We are coming into that. See, we are in Proverbs 5:15, way down. Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. He's speaking of his wife Virgin. Solomon, Is a grandmaster in this matter we are talking about. Women 1,000. We are coming into that. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad. Okay? And rivers of waters in thy street. Rivers of water, we know water goes for people. That is have many children. This one is speaking to people or a family that is going to be large. A large family. Okay? Let your own children fill your own streets. Okay? After you are drinking water from the well. What is the well? It is the woman's vagina. It said from your own. Don't do it to others. No, your own. 17. Let them be only thy own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the lovely hind, and pleasant arrow. Let her breasts sanctify thee at all times, every day, like we unveil already in part 1 and 2. At all times, not sometimes, at all times. We unveil it already. Not that King Solomon is corrupt into vagina. That is why I say you should take it every time. Every time, excuse me. No, it is the royal law status, okay? A commandment. It is every day. And be thou ravished always with a love. That is it. And why wilt thou, O my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the way of man, okay, yes, you can do that. That is man that is cheating. He himself is talking from experience. You don't do it. They are strange women. Okay, you don't. Sex belongs to husband and wife. You don't give it to Jezebel on the street. You don't give it to Delilah on the street. You don't give it to the 7 daughters of hell on the street. No, only your own wife. That is the nature of sex. Okay, is the most holiest and the most noblest amongst all relationship. Abayewa gave unto us. Sex is the noblest in all and all. Now the giver of sex, Abayewa, this is what he said. In marriage, the giver of sex as a blessing eternal in marriage. Hear what he said. What he has to, say about this, marriage and sex, taking it on a worthy manner. Let's take a look or take a lesson from what he saith. Hebrew 13, verses 4. Marriage is honorable in all, not in some parts, in all, not in some area, in all. And the bed, what? Undefiled. You cannot go and ravage yourself with a strange woman undefiled. But the whoremongers, that is the fornicator or the prostitute, the whoremongers and adulterers, Yahuwah will judge. He is going to judge. He's going to sit judgment upon any man or woman that is perverting sex. We see the very head of it all, which is the very serpent that started perverting sex, right in Genesis 3. We see what he did to him. It cost him. It is eternal damnation. So he's going to sit judgment again upon every whoremongers. Marriage, it is what Abayewa instituted, and sex is the blessing of it. He didn't give it to you, boyfriend. He didn't give it to you, girlfriend. It is perversion. Here are amongst 3:2. You only have I knew of all the families of the earth. You see, Abayewa choose just one, okay, to have some kind of a marriage, marital covenant with them, that nation, so that they will be having a relationship very close like that of a husband and wife. And we knew also, like what we have been unveiling, that the ark of the covenant is a woman. We prove it a tree. Wood came from tree. Yahushua is the tree of the knowledge, Yahushua is the tree of life. Genesis 2, you will find him over there. Revelation 22, you will find him over there. Is the tree of life. And serpent is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Is the link of fire, okay? Yazra in Romans 11, you find them over there tree. Gentiles also, that same Romans 11, they are tree. When you go to Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar is also a tree in Daniel, what? Daniel 3 or so. 4. Yes, it's a tree. Okay, it's a tree. So a wood came from tree. So that object you are looking is an illustration. She's a woman. We prove it powerfully. The Ark of the Covenant, it was Mariam. So let's see to part 1 and 2. in order for you to understand what we are doing over here. One more confirmation before we spread down to, or before we go to the second point. Hosea 2, verses 2. Plead with your mother. Plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her idolatries from between her breasts. You see, Abayewa is a husband. That is why he relates in such a way, because he needs a relationship, that is so close, like that of a husband and wife. He is a husband, I told you already, who is his wife. So that is why he also communicates in this way, okay, to the very nation, one nation also he chose among all the family of the earth. We see, he said, you alone, Yisrael, you alone have I knew among all the families of the earth. And Adam knew his wife, she became pregnant. So that is essential in the window. Abayewa is in it. That is why he's communicating in such a way, okay. So right now we are done with point 1. So let's proceed now to point 2. Alright, now point 2 goes this way. Sex is not for boyfriend and a girlfriend. It's an abomination. It's not for boyfriend. It's not for girlfriend. Okay? I knew this is the way being taught us. Right now the life we are, it is in the life of Genesis 3. When everything is genetically being modified by the serpent. The life we're supposed to live should have been Genesis 1, 26 way down to 28. Let us make man in our own image. We mix it. We are not living in that wonderful fellowship. We are living rather in the poverty side. That is why sex is highly, perverted. But to know what is good for you, like anyone that is so desperate to make heaven, you better run out of the poverty side. Okay? And do the right thing. Sex is given for your husband and wife, not for boyfriend and a girlfriend. It is wickedness and it will be judged. Okay? Judgment will be set upon every sex abuser. Alright, now here I am. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, 16, 17. Now, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahuwah, and that the Spirit of Yahuwah dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of Yahuwah, him shall Yahuwah destroy. For the temple of Yahuwah is holy, which temple ye are. Okay, your body is not meant for sexual immorality. Here I am. 1 Corinthians again, chapter 6, 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Yahushua? Shall I then take the members of Yahushua, or Amashiach, and make them with the members of an harlot? Yahuwah forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two saith he shall be one flesh. But he that is joined unto Yahuwah is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Ruach HaKodesh, which is in you, which ye have of Yahuwah, and ye are not your own, for ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify Yahuwah in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahuwah's. What is it saying? You sin against your own body. He said, didn't you know that you will be bought with a price? Now, the Ruach HaKodesh, how did the Ruach HaKodesh live in you? Even though you are a prostitute, even though you are a fornicator. First of all, what is harlot? Or harlotry? Harder, harish. What does that mean? Or fornication. That is what we just said. Boyfriend and girlfriend. It is a wrong conduct from the pit of hell. It is the conduct of Satan. Okay? It is, I know this sin cuts the whole world. That is the very point we are proceeding to. And we will see why this sin cuts the attention of the whole world. Yes, it is the wickedness of the wicked one once again. Now, Harlot, they say he that joined with Harlot. Now, Harlot that there's some people that is trying to self-justification or self-righteousness. There are some set of groups of girls, like I said, I'm a hairstylist, you know, I have all these people coming to me, you know, when styling or making their hair. So what I normally tell them, let go this job. I normally preach. I'm doing all together. Let's go. Let it go, and look for something to be doing. You know, some get offended. Some pick sense from it. Some, also get offended. When I said I only have one boyfriend, when I get offended, and every Sunday these people don't miss their madness and their church madness. And I only date one. Why are you saying when I quote this scripture, I am not a harlot, I'm not a prostitute? If you have to call me that is dating only one boyfriend, a prostitute. So what are you going to call the people in the realm that is dating, that is having sex with 10, 20 men a day? What are you going to call that? Say, look at it, that is self, you know, righteousness, and that is self-vindication, that is self-judgment. Let me tell you what Abiyahu said, or what Yahushua himself said. If a man look at a woman's waist, they call you a fornicator. You did it, and you, a fornicator don't have no part in heaven. I said, come, let me tell you, when you sleep with a man that is not your husband, that does not pay nothing, no authority of payment on your head, you see how Abiyahu is going to judge you that is dating just one man. In the same way, like man is going to judge the prostitute because something unclean entered you. You take this food on a worthy manner. The same law applicable to you and the one that is carrying 100. It is the same law. That is mere justification. And say, I'm only dating some girls. They seem see themselves to be holy. I am not a flirter. I am not a whore. Not that whorish. I only stick with one man. I have never dated two at a time together. They justify themselves. You are a self deceiver. You are all in the same categories like that one in the red light in the prostitution ground. You are all prostitute before Abiyahu. So when you say you stick with one and that make you holy, no, not at all. Uncleanness pass through you already. We're going to see what is going through you as a boyfriend and a girlfriend. What is conducting that wickedness in you. I'm going to say it here now. It said you sin against your own body. It said every other sin man committed outside himself. Apostle Shahu, when he was giving us some kind of a teaching, when lies is coming, he said resist the devil, he will flee. That is what he said, resist the devil, he will flee from you. When lie is coming, you can resist. When the gossip is coming, resist. When jealousy is coming, resist. When this and that is coming, resist. But when that come to fornication, what did he say? He said flee. This one don't push, it's going to push you back. Because this one is so weightful. This one is so powerful. This one don't play no games. You see a mighty man of Yahuwah, Samson, in Judges chapter 13 or 16. Chapter 16, yeah. You see when he will play games with fornication. Delilah caught him. He enslaved him. He afflicted. Then plucked out two of his eyes. Then blinded. And he died in it. That's what we are talking about over here. He died in it. A mighty man of Yahuwah to go in that painful way, yes. Because he played games. He did not flee. Yusuf or Joseph fled away from fornication. A mighty man of Yahuwah, Samson, he couldn't withstand it. That is how wicked fornication is. That is how powerful. He couldn't stand the ground of fornication. But every other battle, he stood the ground. He fought a good fight, a fight of faith. But when that comes to fornication, he couldn't. He fought. A mighty man of Yahuwah fall into the hands of fornication. You see, that was why Apostle Shaul advised you and me to flee. When it's coming, just run away. Like, run away. Okay, this one, it is pit of hell coming in full force to descend. Okay, he said that you not sin against your own body. How did you sin against your own body? First of all, let us deal with the Ruach HaKodesh in you. He said, didn't you know you are being bought with a price? You are being sealed wherever. Let me take it again. Well, no, you're not that. Your body is the temple of the Ruach HaKodesh, which is in you, which ye have of Yahuwah, and ye are not your own, What is the Ruach HaKodesh, the one you call the Holy Spirit? What is the Holy Spirit in you? It is the breath of life. Are you breathing? Breathing? Yes. Do you have the breath of life? Yes. That is said, Genesis 2, he now breathed the breath of life into that man become a living being. We see that's a breath of life in the second Adam. I unveil already what that breath is. It is the source of living. It is the very driver, the source of life. It is the force of the very oxygen, that forces you to to move and do this and do that. That breath is in all. And now that you are doing this wickedness, he will disconnect himself from you. Then even though you are still living, you will be breathing the breath of link of fire already in you, because demons will take over, and demon is gonna be living in you as the source of life, the breath you live. He said that makes you live. That demon is the one to be sustaining you now. He said, "Oh, he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body." And this is how you sin against your own body, by chasing away the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, and by letting demons come in now, the very serpent, come in now to be the source of your living. Because he himself is another breath of living, but is the breath of destruction. He brings about the link of fire. That is the breath that is going to be, sustaining you until you die reality. Until that reality comes on you, and you will not go, eternal, and be living in the breath which sustain you here on earth. You are not going to be living in that same breath eternal. It is the breath of damnation. Okay, this is how you sin against your own body, because you have a reputation to live. But you don't just care about your own body. You don't care about your eternal state. You just care about, 5 minutes pleasure. I want to do it. I'm hungry of it. I'm so thirsty of it. I want to do it. Then you go for it. This is how you sin against your own body. Okay? Let me read it for your hearing. We are just quoted Matthew 5:28. But I say unto you, can I take it from? Okay, let me take it from 26. Now verily I say unto you, thou shalt be no means come. Okay, let me take it 27 now. Ye have heard that it was said by them of the old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay? But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. Okay? And if thy right eyes offered, and if thy right eye offered thee, pluck it out. Offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy own body should be cast into hell. Fornication is taking people to hell. Okay? He said you should, if your right eye is going to make you to fall into that male's, pluck it out. Why does it say pluck it out? Do you see Samson? Judges chapter 60. He refused to pluck out his own eye. Therefore the Philistine has to help him. Then I took off his 2 eyes, okay, and died such a painful death. He died such a painful what? Death. Because he refused to pluck out his own eye. When you see Delilah coming, throw off your eyes. Harden your heart. I'm not going to do it. You can be a seducer. Run out of her way. That is how you pluck out your own eye by your own self. No, I won't do that. Okay. When she's coming, passing this side, you take the other side. She's the kind of a woman that is tormenting you. Appearance is tormenting you. Not that wicked spirit is over there that is seducing you. Run the other way. That is how you yourself, you deal with your own eyes. But if you fail to do that, sorry, Delilah, Philistine, they are spirits. They are going to do it for you. Here I am, Mark chapter 7, 21 to 22, or 3 or so. Okay, now, for from within out of the heart of man proceeded evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murder, thieves, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. Okay? He said you will not inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. Anyone that practices this wickedness, you are not coming in. All right, now, 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5. For this is the will of Yahuwah, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication. Eh? That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification, in honor, not in the lust of corruption, even as the Gentiles which know not Yahuwah. So what is he saying? He's speaking to the people of the book. We shouldn't live as the Gentile, because Gentile, they are selling their whatever. But we shouldn't do that. Okay? Here I am, Galatians 5:19-24. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft. Okay, the list keep going on. Seduction. Okay, the list keep going. Drunkard, enviness. Okay, the list keep going on. I want to raise the last conversation, 21. Okay, I tell you before, as I have said, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. Fornication is going to cut you off from the kingdom of Yahuwah. When it cuts you off, where you go eternal, it is the link of fire. Let's face reality, okay? So here I am in the testament of the 12 patriarchs. So each one of them, the 12 patriarchs or the 12 tribes, the patriarchs, each one of them, before they die, they left within us testimony. That's why it's being called testament of the 12 patriarchs, as a kind of advice of their lifestyle, what they experienced during their lifetime. So all 12 have their testament. So I want to read now from the testament of Reuben, the very firstborn of Jacob and Leah. Testament of Reuben, chapter 4. I take it from verses 6. Whatsoever I command you, and ye shall not sin, for a pit unto the soul, for a pit unto the soul is the sin of fornication. Did you get that? He has sex with his father's wife. So what make him to do it? That's what is unveiling unto you. Experience is the best teacher. He was once there. So that's why he's warning you and me. We shouldn't do that wickedness. Can I take it again? Whatsoever I commanded you, and ye shall not sin, for a pit unto the soul is the sin of fornication. Okay, spreading it from separating it from Yahuwah and bringing it nigh to idols, because he deceiveth the mind and understanding, and leadeth a young man into pit, Hades. Hades means hell. Into Hades before their time. Fornication will even kill you before your time, and they will send you to hell. Hades simply means hell. Into Hades before their time. For many hearts fornication destroyed. Let's be real. My brother is saying something, my father. For many hearts fornication destroyed, because though a man be old, or noble, or rich, or poor, he bringeth reproach upon himself with the sins, with the sons of men, and direction. Okay, direction. Okay, yes, with with Belial. For ye heard regarding Yusuf or Joseph, how he guarded himself from a woman, and purged his thoughts from all fornication, and found favor in the sight of Yahuwah. Amen. For the Egyptian woman did many things unto him, and summoned magician, he cast spell. I'm also going to read from his own testament to your hearing. Do you know what Zedekiah did unto Joseph? He survived it, because he recognized this is Jezebel. I'm not going to fall for you. He knew. You want to ban me to eternal destruction? That is, he can't. Forget it. He can't stand. So all of them, they testify about the great works of Abba Yahweh in Joseph, their brother. Where am I? For the Egyptian woman did many things unto him, and summoned magicians, and offered him love portion. But the portion of his soul admitted no evil desire. Therefore, Yahuwah of your fathers delivered him from every evil, and hideth death. For if fornication overcomes not your mind, neither can Belial overcome you. Who is Belial? When you also go to 2 Corinthians, also you're going to find this wicked spirit over there. Belial. Okay? It is a wicked spirit. It is a demon. So we see what fornication did. Even though you are poor, he drag you down the pit. Even though you are rich, he don't care. Even though you are a noble, he don't care. He will just pull you down. Because Rehoboam was mighty man of honor. But he did it. Wicked spirit pull him down. And that is his advice for you and me. That we shouldn't fulfill things. You see what he said about fornication? He take you down before your time. Okay? So the mighty man of honor, again, the fourth son of Yaakov and Leah, called Yehudah, the very kingly tribe. He also has something like this, advice, guidance for you and me, in order not to fall into this wicked spirit. They all gave us a word of advice. Okay, so here I am in the testament of Yehudah, chapter 14. I read from 1 to 4. Then I will also read chapter 15 from 1 to 3. I read now. And now, my children, I say unto you, be not drunk with wine, for wine turneth the mind away from the truth, and inspires the passion of lust. Okay? So how it happens, they are all narrating it unto you and me in order for you not to fall a victim. Okay? If you're already in this, the meaning of this segment, if you already find yourself in this mess, come out. That is what the royal law is saying. Come out of my people. Okay? If you are in, come out. That is the nature of the segment. To put your house in order, and to spare yourself from eternal damnation, because fornication is going to send a lot of people into the lake of fire. That one is 100%, except you repent. Because you are perverted the sex bed of Abba Yahuwah. It is eternal damnation. Listen to part 1, listen to part 2, in order for you to get in tune or along with this part 3. Okay, this is a message that has 1 and 2. This is a message that is being called part 3. There's no way you're going to build your case when you're listening to this, because I'm going to be showing, Facebook, I can do that. Okay, I'm going to share it on the news feed. Okay, as soon as you come in contact, you kindly drop it. Listen to 1. Go and listen to 1 and 2. Then make your conclusion with the part 3. In order for you to get a better understanding or a better clarity, you can build your case on a segment that is being called part 3. No, a wise one won't be doing that. Okay, now I'll take it again. Our brother Yehudah even gave us more detail. He come with ogogoro. Drink, don't be drunk. Stupidity of the Christendom. I read now. And now, my children, I say unto you, be not drunk with wine, for wine turneth the mind away from the truth, and inspires the passion of lust, and leadeth the eyes into error. For the spirit of fornication had wine as a minister to give pleasure to the mind. For this too also take away the mind of a man. For if a man drink wine to drunkenness, it disturbed the mind with filthy thoughts, leading to fornication, and hurt the body to carnal union. And if the occasion of the lust be present, he walketh the sin, and is not ashamed. Such is the okay. They say fornication is not ashamed. If you want to hurt you, now that you get high, fornication is not ashamed at all. He will work that disaster in you, whether you are rich, he don't care. He don't have no respect for nobody. It's a spirit. He don't care. You are poor, it's not his business. He will still throw that arrow in order to destroy you. He will still throw that arrow. He will throw it in your heart for you to be filled, losses sexually. Okay? That is where masturbation comes in. Okay? Huh? That is where it comes in. He will just throw it in your heart. Whether you are rich, whether you are a noble, he don't care. He will still throw that arrow in your heart. Now we'll go to chapter 15. He will still do it to you. One is the minister of fornication. We see it already. Chapter 15, I read. He that committeth fornication is not aware. Then he suffer loose and is not ashamed. When put to dishonor. Fornication will put you to dishonor. For even though a man be a king and commit fornication, he is stripped of his kingship by becoming the slave of fornication, as I myself also suffered. For I gave my staff, listen to what fornication is taken from you. For I gave my staff, that is the stay of my tribe, and my girdle, that is my power. Fornication is what is taken from you, and my diadem, that is the glory of my kingdom. And indeed, I repented of these things. Okay. Do you see what fornication took away from him? The very wicked, I don't know, Christianity, they are highly demonic, so filled with uncleanness. Now, Genesis 38 said, Tamar, because he's speaking about Tamar, we'll also look into that. Tamar was the one who did this wickedness to him. Tamar knew Yehudah is the father of her husband. He is her father-in-law. Tamar knew it. But Tamar just dressed up to seduce him and remove, because he's supposed her to still be on her widowhood clothes because she lost her husband. Tamar never did that. As soon as Tamar heard that Yehudah is coming for sheep shearing, Tamar now dressed the ways of prostitute to seduce him into action. And he not go for it. Because the Spirit already prepared the heart of Tamar to go and do this great abomination in all Israel. This wicked woman Jezebel, call you Jezebel. When you come in contact with this message, you are going to admit that you are Jezebel. You call yourself Francis, Funke Francis, Reverend. She says she's Reverend Funke Francis. You are Jezebel. You are Delilah. Okay? So whenever you come in contact with this message, you are going to admit it. Why? I say so. She not preach this message and said women should put themselves in the position of Tamar. Tamar did not go for a cheap prostitute. Tamar not require the man on top. Give me your staff. Give me your signet. Give me your whatever. He said that is the position woman supposed to be putting herself before a man. How dare you use this evil wickedness to guide woman into destruction? Tamar did a very wicked thing, attitude that made not to be found at all among women. Women need to rebuke that spirit. Having sex with your father-in-law, you're encouraging women to be doing that. Go for a high top man. Okay, now your destruction is already knocking at your heart. You call yourself Reverend Funke Felix. Destruction is already knocking at your heart, because you can never ever advise a woman to be doing that at all. You don't even do it. Rather, you're supposed to expose the spirits. You're supposed to expose that wicked spirit. As you call yourself a minister, self-ordained minister, the winner cast out demon in your name, prophesy, do many wonders. But the king is going to say to you, I never knew you as a woman exercising authority over your husband. You are a total Jezebel. Only Jezebel does that. Okay? Woman follow behind her husband back. But your husband is the one to follow you on your back. You are Jezebel, because that is what Jezebel did to Ahab. Ahab now began to follow Jezebel at her back. So we see what fornication took away from mighty man of Yahuwah. This is what fornication is doing to you as you settle in it. It will take you for eternal. His own, he said he repented. Of course, his kingdom was being restored back unto him. He said, my staff. That is, oh no. Did you see how he named it? How should I read it again? For you to know what fornication is asking of you, I come back here again. I see it's very important. The testament of Yehuda chapter 51, he that committed fornication is not aware when he suffer lose. Do you know what is taken from you? Lose. Do you know that? And is not ashamed, not at all. When put to dishonor. Fornication is putting you to dishonor, but you are not ashamed of it. For even though a man be a king and commit fornication, is stripped of his kingship. Your kingship is gone by becoming the slaves of fornication. Did you get that? As for my fornication, as I myself suffered, for I gave. Listen now. This is where I came back here for this reason. For I gave my staff. That is the scepter of Yahushua. That was why I saw that prayer, Genesis 18:49. He said the scepter will never depart from Yehuda. This scepter is not going away until Shiloh, until Yahushua comes. That is the royal staff. Bonded staff of Aaron. This is where it begins. He gave it to a prostitute for fornication, for sex. Yes, that is perversion. That is the state of my tribe, the kingly tribe, the eternal high prince. He gave it away. And my ghetto, that is my power. Who is this power? It is Yahushua HaMashiach, the lion of the tribe of Yehuda. You gave that away for sex. And my diadem, that is the glory of my kingdom. Did you just get that? Yahushua is the King of kings, eternal. He gave that glory away. But he repented. So it was being restored back unto him. So this is what fornication is asking of you. All right now. It says even though you are a king, fornication don't care. Proverbs 7:25-27 or so. Let not thy heart decline to her ways, excuse me. You can read all chapter 7 with pertaineth, but I just want to pick some verses. Let not thy heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her paths, the path of fornication, for she hath cast down many wounded. For she hath cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. By her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chamber of death. Fornication is speaking about fornication over here. Or should I? Okay, let me read it from 21 for a better clarity. With her much foul speech, she caused him to yield. With flattering of her lips, she forced him. Okay, now he's talking about, he goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the sticks. My father. Till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasty to the snail, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Okay, when you read out chapter 7, he is talking how fornication is dragging you into males, how fornication is seducing you. She's a woman. Okay, it said many mighty men, this fornication has put them, wounded them, he slayed many mighty men. And the house of fornication is the way to hell, and going down to the chambers of death. That is the link of fire. Everyone is going to die, okay, except those that's going to rapture. So it's not speaking about normal death over here. It's speaking about eternal damnation. That is what fornication is going to drag you into if you don't run out of our way. So that finally unveiled what fornication is going to drag you into if you refuse to go out of our way. Okay, if you don't run out of our way, let's see where she is going to drag you to eternal. Okay, now when you go to 2 Corinthians chapter 12, 1-5, you're going to see this vision Apostle Shahu saw. That is not lawful. He saw the vision of torment of hell. how they are going to be tortured, eternal. So he now said he was not lawful, but it was lawful to see that vision. Here is the vision that he saw. You know that our king didn't give it unto us, but we'll have it in a separate, book. So I read now the visions of Apostle Show, chapter 38. I read, and again I saw men. He's seeing the punishment, the tortures, the torment of hell prior to what you do, because it's going to reward you according to your deeds. You fornicating, you are perverting, you are defiling the says bed of Abba Yahuwah. We are coming into that. So that is blasphemy. I take it now. And again, I saw men and women with very black faces in the pit of fire. And I signed and lamented and asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, these are fornicators and adulterers who commit idolatry. I hang it over there. They were in the pit of fire. This pit is all about, that pit is full of fire. And they were being tortured, tormented severely. He said, son, I lament her. Whoa. Like this Adoma. I never knew. He said, I have his number. This is wow unto me. Hey. This is serious. Netherlands is serious. This is serious, okay? Anyway, I'm not after that. Suffer not a witchcraft for a living. Any soul that sinneth surely must die. Link of fire is over there. Is meant for some people. So keep doing your wickedness, okay? You see? So this is the end of fornicators in the pit of fire. Tortured night and day, no rest. Yes, because of the fire, the says bed of Abba Yahuwah. Alright, now we proceed to point 3. How did that also go? This one is the toughest one. It's the tough one. This one got the whole world drunk. This one dragged the whole world into this pit we just read. Alright now. Point 3. Why is it that fornication is the wrath of the serpent? Why did fornication? Abba Yahweh have a wrath. What is the wrath of Abba Yahweh? It is fire, damnation. Okay, because you break his rules and regulation, his wrath is to destroy you. That of serpent is not so. What is the wrath of serpent? Fornication. Sense perversion. Let's give a precept for that. Alright now, here, Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of our fornication. All nations. This one is applicable to all nations. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the Martianites of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of our delicacies. Did you get that? Now, it said the wrath of this very deity, it is fornication. Not hunger, not pouring fire on you, not pouring flood, not pouring, pace. I like to have sex with you. That is this wrath to devour every living thing on earth. So whether you are a married woman, you don't care. You want to do it. That is his wrath. That is our wrath. Don't you have sex with you? Why? Yes, because he knew sex, it is the most noblest. It is the most holiest. That is holiest of holies of Abba Yahuwah. That is the delicious meal of Abba Yahuwah. Yeah, that is why he now pour his wrath on it. Just to ravage it. Just to make it desolate. Just to make it, something that Abba Yahuwah will not stop at eternal. It is really, it make it so filth. Homosexuality, lesbianism, bestiality, filth. Yes, our wrath of the wrath of this deity is fornication. That is his wrath. So he wants to, fight with you. It will just seduce you and penetrate you. Whether you are a man, you are a woman, it don't care. Whether you are a faith, it don't care. We're going to see that. Whether you are just a child, he don't care. It is his wrath. Whether you are animal, he don't just care. He has sex with you, animal. He don't care. Are you animal? Animal, come here, go and have sex with that woman. Come here, go and have sex with that man. It is his wrath. Why? Because he knew sex, it is the most noblest. It is the most delicious meal Abba Yahuwah gave unto humanity. It is the sex bed of Abba Yahuwah that two becoming one. That is a great mystery. So that is why sex is his wrath. You know, whether you are at a pagan, that is sex. You are having sex with a demon. Whatever occurred, whatever witches are, whatever is his wrath. That is what it says. Fornication, unlawful sex. Perversion, unlawful sex. So that is his wrath. You see, this very wrath of the dragon, it is applicable to everyone living here on earth. Like I mentioned, whether you are a baby, he don't care. He have no respect. Whether you are married, he don't just care. Single virgin, he don't care. Man, woman, he don't care. Animal, he don't care. The fouls you. It's very applicable to every living being here on earth. And how is it, be applicable to all? When he seduces you, he has a lot of seduction. He is going to throw that arrow in your head. He can use money to seduce you. Lies to seduce you. Lust to seduce you. Whatever that is unlawful, that is against the royal, he's going to use it to seduce you. Then when you go for it, that is how he penetrates you. He binds with you sexually. You become one. His penis is right in your anus or your vagina until you die. Yes, that is his wrath. We could pollute you, defile you, make it full of you, like all this Sunday madness. His Sunday penis is the greatest of it all. No, the greatest of it all is Sharia law. Wait and see what Sharia is going to do to children sexually. You people don't know what you are playing games with, because that is the wrath of Allah. Revelation 71. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore. Is great whore. Babylon is a system, okay? It's Islam, it's Christendom, it's synagogue. In fact, it's the whole world, Babylon. We will see a judgment already in Revelation 18:3. Our judgment, our wrath, it is fornication. Judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. This is how the fire of many waters is seated upon them. Why is the ark of seated? Abba Yahweh sat upon the ark of the covenant. This is his rest. This great whore sat upon many waters. Upon many waters, that is his rest, having sex with them. Okay? With whom the kings, listen up too, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of a fornication. Everyone is got drunk. Christianity number one, they are drunk. Sunday, not there. Christmas, not there with them. Jesus. Islam, another powerful drunkenness of a fornication. Synagogue said another powerful drunkenness of fornication. Igbo people, another powerful drunkenness of a fornication. And this is his wrath. As soon as you believe a lie told you, that is how he penetrates you. This is how he's having sex with you. That is why her judgment is great. When you go to Revelation, you see Revelation 71, he said this harlots are sat upon many waters. Let's see who are the waters that he is having fornication with. That he got all of them drunk in the wine of her fornication. Oh no. 15 now. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. He is doing it today. Abba Yahweh sat upon the ark of the covenant. That is how he come upon. The Ruach HaKodesh shall come upon you. And this great whore sat upon many waters. This is how he came upon you and doing that wickedness in you. Fornication. Binding you with him eternal. When a husband enter into his wife, it is a covenant of oneness. He that joined with harlot become one with harlot. This is how he did it. This is how he's done it with you all. by giving you wrong doctrine, by telling you a lie, okay? You believe you are gone because that is his wrath, fornication. That whenever Yahweh is looking from his heaven down on earth, oh no, he will be regretting 24-hour Revelation 6, excuse me, Bereshit chapter 6, Genesis 6, he said, Abba Yahweh, he regrets of even making humans. He pains his heart. This is what it was like. It's like the days of Noah. In fact, this time is even more terrible than the days of Noah. When you look at the ways of men and the sons of men join with women sexually, get pregnant, impregnated, then they brought forth children caused giants. Abba Yahweh look and said, no, I regret of ever making a human. Why did I do this? He regretted it. Yes, why? Because the whole earth is polluted. Because this is his wrath, fornication, including effect. We're going to see this dreadful movement when it comes to Sharia law, to that of Islam. That is the most devilish one that is going to ravage even infants sexually here on earth, physically, because their books permit that. When we are talking about this Revelation woman, Revelation 17:18 woman, Christendom will quickly point to Catholicism. Christendom, I don't know. Oh, Robo Shanda Yababa. Quickly, then we just point a accusing figure to the Catholicism. Christendom is so brain dead. They are so brain dead. They don't have no brain. They are so brain dead. Who is Catholicism? And who is your foundation? Who is your leader? Who is your head? Who is your foundation? It is Catholicism. When we talk, they recognize that this is Catholicism that is trying to get the whole world drunk. They recognize it. But why must you point a finger to Catholicism and call Catholicism that woman? You are not looking to your own filthy past. Who gave you the Sunday you are observing? It is Catholicism. Who gave you the Christmas? It is everything you observed. It is Catholicism that gave it unto you. So why are you not judging them? This is how you are so brain dead. You are condemning Catholicism, meanwhile you are under their institution. You are condemning Catholicism, meanwhile you are following their institution. You follow their instruction. They gave you Sunday. They said Sunday is the mark of their authority. As God ambassador on earth, they abolished Shabbat. You reverence that, you keep that. You are so brain dead, okay? So let's see, because he said he got the whole world drunk. Everyone is drunk with the wine of our fornication. And we also see that he poured his wrath of fornication upon the whole world, where we just read. Why did he do that? And where is the end of it? Now that he's got the whole world drunk with the wine of a sex perversion, let's see why he did that. Yeshayahu, Isaiah 5:14. Therefore her hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiced shall descend into it. You're rejoicing on your Sunday, freak day, whatever. You are descending into. That is the pit he dug. This is how, because when he become one with you, Genesis 3, the day you will eat of that tree, you shall surely die. He is the angel of death. When he join with you, and the only way he can join with you is through sex. This is how wicked this deity is. Regardless of whether you are a baby, whatever, man, woman, married, he don't care. He said that is his wrath to pour it on you. And when he pour it, that is how he join with you sexually, bind you with himself. To become, well, I'm going down hell. I'm going down to the lake of fire. You are coming along with me. That is his wrath. Okay? You don't know how wicked this deity are. That's why you are playing games. Huh? Okay. Now, as he joined with the whole world, you see, he said, hell, the lake of fire has already enlarged her mouth without measure to receive many people. You think you are celebrating your Frigid Day, Friars Day, or your Sunday Day, Sun Gods? You are celebrating one deity, Allah Jesus, your ghost fire? It is descending into hell. Because you become his bride. You join already with him. Or he join rather with you already sexually. That is become oneness. Okay? That is the nature of sex. To become a one. So let's see some of his way. Because he said his wrath that he poured upon the whole nation, the whole world, got drunk with the one of a fornication, because that is his wrath. So let's see how it is. We see what he joined with is to drag you down into the link of fire. Matthew, and link of fire is enlarging her mouth every day. Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide, listen now, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in there it. Many. So let's see the people he knew. He knew some already, of course. The Christian that he knew them. That's in Matthew 7. I take from 21 now. Not everyone that saith unto me, Adonai, Adonai, shall enter into the kingdom of Yahuwah, but he that doeth the will of Abba Yahuwah, the will of my Father which is in heaven. What is his will? Due to this segment, it is marriage. Go and get a wife. Go and find your wife. Okay? Woman, don't listen to a boyfriend story teller. Man comes to you asking your hand for boyfriend. No, don't. Tell him that this is what you meant to be, a wife. You are a wife material, you are a wife product, not sex product, okay? That is the will of Abba Yahuwah. When you do this, because you begin to recognize your folly and put yourself back under the royal law, therefore you're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because you doeth the will of Abba Yahuwah. Now 22. Many will say, listen, not small. Many will say, because he poured the wrath of his fornication upon the whole world. Many now will say to me in that day, Adonai, Adonai, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name do many wonderful works? And then will I prophesy unto them, I never knew you. Adam knew his wife. Then his wife became pregnant. Yahshua said, I never knew you. So this pregnancy, you see as a miracle. I'm not the one that put it there. Someone else knew you. Okay? Someone else put that ability in your womb that make you not to be overflowing, doing miracle, but that isn't me at all. I never knew you. You workers of iniquity, depart from me. Yes. You see our Christian pastors, they are falling into sexual sin. We are coming to that. So these are the people he knew already, sexually knew them. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Messiahs. There are many, it is plural. Islam is the last go to go. And false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. You see, these are the people he knew. They are doing great signs and wonders. Revelation 30 said, they caught fire from heaven, and fire also appeared in full view of all men. He said, because of these great wonders that he was doing, the whole world worship him. Everyone worship him. This is how he knew them. It is sex perversion. When you believe a lie, that is how he penetrates you. That is how he come upon you as a husband come upon his wife. As Abba Yahuwah come upon the ark of the covenant. This is how Serpent come upon you. Because that is his wrath. He wants to destroy as many as he can. And the only way you can do that, he will tell you when you believe, that is how he have sex with you. And when he come into you, become one with him, because two shall become one. He that join with harlot become one with harlot sexually. This is how powerful sex is. It is to join two people together. So when you take it on a worldly manner, you are joining with demons. Alright? Again, I'm so blessed that we are done with point 3. So the last two points in point 4, 5, they are so heavy. Okay? So let's go into point 4 now. Alright now. So we'll look into point 4.
Oh, sex never meant for iniquity, never meant the way you use it. Sex never meant for boyfriend and girlfriend, never meant the way you use it. Sex never meant for prostitution, never meant, oh, the way you use it. Sex is a Santu, homosexuality here, Mama Yekebo, lesbianism, Nebo Santu, hey, is an abomination, Mama Yo, Nerebo say, Imorabo here, Malabasu, Horrible sex never made for iniquity, never made at all the way you use it. Remember, there is a judgment throne awaiting my Santa Labo. Remember, there is judgment throne awaiting all misuse in my Talabo. It says, never meant for iniquity, the way you use it is an abomination. Masando, yeah. Boseke, mama. Everything is turned upside. Everything is being squashed. Everything you're about to scatter, but yeah, again, but yeah, we made it anew, but yeah, your whole world is gonna make it anew again. Says he's a holy service, right from the heavens, give it unto humanity. Marabayu, it's gonna make it anew again. He's gonna make it all new again. Sex is so holy. Sex is a holy service. Sex is a sacred service. Sex is a spiritual service. Never meant to use the way you use it. Marabayu, are you not afraid? Whoa. Are you not afraid? Mama. Let someone be afraid of you. Let someone be afraid of you. He's gonna set judgment. He's gonna set judgment upon every iniquity, upon every evil doer, upon every sex abuser. Yeah, oh yeah, my do be once and repent. Mama Yado Boroko say.
Alright, now so we proceed now to point 4. Let's also look into the point 4. How does it goes? Point 4 goes this way. Sex perversion is having sex with serpent, devil, legions of demons. Okay, so how does this also goes? Let's check it out. So let's start with this. 1 Corinthians again 6:16. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. Let's put some more. Genesis 3. This is where the sex perversion begins. In fact, in another way, here is the headquarter of sex perversion. It all begins over here. And this is the state the whole world are now. Instead of we being the state of Genesis 1, be in a good condition, as the image of Abba Yahweh, do things just the way Abba Yahweh wants it, but we now migrate from that into that of the serpent. Here is their headquarter, Genesis chapter 3. This is where the wickedness transpired. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. The field over there is the whole world. It's more crafty. Okay, is the is the blessed one. Okay, they are the high ranking angel in heaven. Isaiah 6 said that they are the covering of Abba Yahweh. In other words, they are the DNA of Abba Yahweh. I'm be proving that. Okay, so what they ate over here is not food. Excuse me, it's not fruit. Okay, Songs of Solomon 2:3-6. She was eating apple. Meanwhile, they were having sex. And this woman also ate something over here. Genesis 3. And right away in the sentences, we now see that the serpent is going to be having children. And why Adam is also going to be having children. So serpent share fatherhood With Adam, Adam is not the father of all living thing, but the name given unto woman after she have sinned. Before, her name supposed to be called woman. Abba Yahweh called her helper. Her husband gave her, she shall be called woman. Does this not baffle your mind that immediately after the wickedness transpired, he not change his name? She shall become mother of all living. Okay, so in nutshell, what Adam was just saying, she is the mother of the children of the serpent, and she is the mother of my own children also. That is where perversion begins, fornication begins, homosexuality begins, okay? Because they also have sex with the man Enoch. Whatever you are seeing now, it is of the old. Revelation 12 now. That old serpent that deceiveth the whole world. Come, homosexuality is not a new teaching. Neither lesbianism, neither bestiality, neither, what they call it, polyandry. That is married woman having sex with another man. Polyandry, nor idolatry. They all begin. Here is the headquarter, Genesis 3. That is why Revelation 12 now refer us back here. It said the dragon, the great dragon was cast at that old serpent. In a nutshell, what is it telling you? It's letting you to know his old origin. Okay? So nothing new. Nothing. Absolutely new. Okay? They are all truths that begins in Genesis 3. So now Genesis 6, what happened? I read 2. That the son, okay. And it came to pass, 1, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Yahuwah saw that the daughters of men, that they were fair, beautiful, and they took them wives of all which they choose. This is an error. This is perversion. They meant not to procreate. This is where the sex perversion is. You can marry. How can a demon marry to a human being? Because you fell already from glory. Now you are a demon, you are a devil, you are a serpent. You don't need to marry. You don't need to come into man sexually. It is the great test of it or abomination. That was why the first destruction occurred. Abba Yahweh couldn't stand that wickedness. He wiped all of them away because the perversion was so unspeakable. When you go now to Genesis 19, you see homosexuality over there. They want to have sex with angels. You see? So that is the headquarter, Genesis 3. So let's put some more. So this is the main factor. Serpent is fighting so hard. He never won the whole world to believe that what took place in Genesis 3 was sexual activity. Because when you knew where problem is, it would be very much easier for you to go back over there and rectify the old issues. When you know that this is what took place, it will be very much simple for you, to do, to reverse, to look into. But whereby when you ignore and rationalize it, therefore the pollution is over there. The pollution came from Genesis 3. That is what we are still facing today. The causes of the first woman, we still face it all. All this whitewashed thing, Christianity. And said they are not under Lord Jesus died for them already. Are you still dying? Why is your pastor still dying? Why are you still dying? You shall die. Why are you still dying? You shall walk. Why are you still walking? Walk is punishment, but you still walk. When woman is bringing forth children, we still do have pains. Why Jesus don't stop all those things? Yes, whitewashed tomb you are. They will rationalize it. So that is why I never want no one to understand that what took place over there, it is sex. It is sex. It is binding. It is stronghold. It is powerful. And it is wickedness. Demon having sex with human. This is what Christianity calls spiritual husband. That is true. Yeah, though you are saying it spiritually, a man is having sex. That is serpent himself. Oh no! Everyone can testify about that. We begin to see all this TV Joshua casting a spiritual husband. Where is it going? When you are not doing the right thing, how can you cast out a spiritual husband when you still have his wedding ring in your hand? Sunday is his wedding ring. All this property you have, where are you going to? It is oneness eternal. Now. So we see that idolatry begins right in Genesis 3. Okay? Idolatry begins over there, having sex with a married woman. And we see right away, Yahudah also did the same thing. He did the same, perversion. Here I am, the testament of Yahudah, chapter 12. I read. And after these things, why Tamar was a widow. We want to see how Tamar did that wickedness. You can also go to Genesis 38. You're going to see the story over there. but it was brief, They're just, shorting it. But here, the testament of the 12 patriarchs of Yehuda, it gave us more duties, how they did it. Listen up. And after these things, where Tamar was a widow, she heard after 2 years that I was going up to shear up my sheep, and adorned herself in a bridal array, and sit in the gate, and sit in the seat of Enma by the gate, for it was a law of the Amorites. Excuse me. This is a law of the Amorites, that she who was about to marry should sit in fornication 7 days. Did you just get that? Who gave them this teaching? It was Sempet. Abba Yahuwah already made the man and woman, a husband and wife, but sexual intercourse hasn't yet been given. Abba Yahuwah not put the man in a work that he needs to work for me. Okay, the book of Jubilees make it clear unto us that Adam worked for Abba Yahuwah 7 years. So that was the appropriate time for him to work for Abba Yahuwah 7 years before he would give him a wife. Just as Yaakov did. He worked for Rachel 7 years. He worked for Leah 7 years. So 7 years was the payment. Since you cannot give me money, therefore you need to work for me. That was his payment, to work for Abba Yahuwah 7 years. So all those naming of animal, don't think it took place just 1 day or 2 days. No, it went on for a very long period of time. So when it was not done, naming all the animal, the very moment Abba Yahuwah wanted to join both together, another one stepped down before Abba Yahuwah, and it interrupt the woman and did this wickedness with him, because she is about to marry now. She is about to be given into her husband sexually. Therefore, Satan not go before he did it. And did you see this teaching? He said this is a law for Amorites. What? That if a woman is going to be married, 7 weeks you need to sit in fornication. That is perversion. Who gave that teaching? It is simple. That is how he did it. When it was left over few whatever days or whatever weeks for Adam to join sexually to consummate his marriage, he stepped down before Adam could do that. And this is the teaching he also gave to this Amorites as a law, that any woman that wants to marry needs to first of all have sex with other man. For a whole 7 days, every other man has to become into her a bride. That is wickedness, perversion of it. Verses 3. By the gate, therefore should I take 2 again? It's so horrified that I don't know what to say. To share my sheep and she adorned herself in a bridal array, and sit in the gate, and sit in the city, Enma by the gate, for it was a law of the Amorites that she who was about to marry should sit in fornication 7 days by the gate. Therefore, be drunk with wine. I did not recognize her, and her beauty deceived me, though through the fashion of her adorning. And I turned aside to her, and said, Let me go in unto thee. And she said, What wilt thou give me? And I gave her my staff and my girdle, and the diadem of my kingdom in pledge. And I went in unto her, and she conceived, and not knowing what I had done, I wished to slay her. But she privily sent my pledge, and put me to shame. And when I called her, I heard also the secret words which I spake when laying with her in my drunkenness. And I could not slay her, because it was from Yahuwah. For I said, Least happy she did it in subtlety, having received the pledge from another woman. But I came not again nigh her while I lived, because I have done this abomination in all Israel. Moreover, they that were in the city said, there was no harlot in that gate, because she came from another place, and sat for a while in the gate. And I thought that no one knew that I had gone in to her. And after this, we came into Egypt. Okay, see, Ahab says, with his own son's wife. That is so desperate to come into the family. Who also gave her that teaching? It is the serpent. It was the law of the Amorite that anyone that wants to marry, how can that be? So satanic. Yes, the teaching begins right in Genesis 3. Before the husband could consummate his marriage sexually with his wife, serpent first of all did it. Okay, first of all did it. And now also gave that teaching to the Amorite. Who is Amorite? Amorite is the son of Noah. You know, Noah had sex with his two daughters. The first was Ammon and the second was Moab. Okay, I'm not sure whether Moab is the first or, yeah, but that is the names of the two sons. You see their teachings. You see where those two children came from. Father had sex with his own daughter, you know, after drunkenness, and this is what happened. And this teaching, it came from them, the family of sons of Noah. That a woman I want to marry, whereby your husband must meet you in your virginity. First of all, you need to go and defile that temple for all Dick and Harris, all demons to come in. That is sexual, having sex with demons. Just as we saw in Genesis 3, serpent have sex, devil has sex, beast have sex, all of them have sex with the woman and the man. That is where the perversion begins. That is the headquarter. Let us always go back over there and fix it from there. Let's see another perversion. Sex perversion. It is having sex with demons. So right now, here I am in the book of Yashiel, the popular Bible you carried, make references in different occasions to the book of Yashiel. Joshua 10:13 make references. 2 Samuel 1:18 make references. 2 Timothy 3:8 make references to the book of Yashiel. So I'm reading from chapter 18, 11 to 15. Let's see another perversion, sex perversion. We knew already that sex is the wrath of the serpent, pouring it upon anyone that knew not their right from their left. I read now. In those days, all the people of Sodom and Gomorrah and of the whole 5 cities were exceedingly wicked and sinful against Yahuwah, and they provoked Yahuwah with their abominations, and they strengthened in and they strengthened in abominable and skillfully before Yahuwah, and their wickedness and crimes were in those days great before Yahuwah, and they had in their land a very extensive valley, about half a day's walk, and in it there were fountains of water, a great deal of herbage surrounding. Okay, yeah, herbage surrounding the water, and all the people of Sodom and Gomorrah went there 4 times in the year with their wives and children and all belonging to them, and they were just there with tabrins and dance. And in the time of rejoicing, they would all rise and lay hold of their neighbors' wives, and some the virgins, daughters of their neighbors, and they enjoyed them. And each man saw his wife and daughters in the hands of his neighbor, and did not say a word. And they did so from morning till night. And they afterward returned home, each man to his house, and each woman to her tent. So they always did 4 times in a year. Did you see what they were doing? They also have that wickedness over here. Yes, they call this one is a club. Every weekend, a husband and wife will just dressed up. A husband will take his wife and handle it to another man. So he would take that one's wife. They would defy themselves. This is what they were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah. That they would go to this center ground. Another man will lay hold on your wife, having sex with her. They don't say a word. Your virgin daughter will be defied by another man. They don't care. That is sex perversion. That is sex. They have it here in Holland. Like, it's a club. Every week, if you want other man to be having sex with your wife, the man will put his wife. Both of them will go. He will also pick another man's wife. Another man will pick his wife. Instead of sex. That is wickedness. That is sex perversion. So we see that teaches in those days. And let us see who is the author of that teachings. We found the very author of that teaching, which is, we found the author of that teachings in Quran, which is the very Allah. Because God is those days. No one is practicing, doing it now. But we found it in the so-called book they carry in Quran itself. Okay, Revelation 12:9 said, the great dragon, that old serpent. I always let you know that Allah is the old serpent that deceiveth the whole world. Why did I say that? We found that braggary from Allah. Quran, Surah 350 words. Surah 730. Okay, no, Surah 799. Surah 8:30. We see it over there. Allah said is the best of all deceiver. So we see, let's find it out again from Quran chapter 4, verses 24. Listen now. Who taught the perversion having sex with another man's wife? It is Allah. Allah is the same right in Genesis 3. He did it. He first of all started this wickedness. I read now. Quran Surah 4, verses 24. And also prohibits to you all married women. Listen, now there's a stipulation. Should I take it again? And also prohibited to you all married women. Listen, except those your right hand possesses. This is the decree of Allah upon you, and lawful to you. Allah said it is not lawful for you to have sexual intercourse with a married woman. Say it is forbidden, it is an abomination. Don't do it, okay? Except, oh my Father, except those your right hand possesses. Who are they? That the right hand of Muhammad, Islam, Muslim possesses. They are the slave girls. When Allah, yes, you are all Allah because Muhammad is Allah. Muhammad is Allah in flesh. You see, YAHUAH'S came in flesh through the passing of his son Yahushua HaMashiach. So when you see me, you see my Father. We are one. Is the word of Abba Yahuwah. He came in flesh. They say Allah came in flesh in the person of Muhammad. Allah was Muhammad in flesh. Allah is coming back again through Sharia law. Allah came in flesh already. Allah is coming back again through the person they call now Mahdi. It is Allah again. Allah came in person as Muhammad. Okay? He did this sexual perversion right in Genesis 3. Now, he is saying it is an abomination for you to touch a married one. Don't have sex with them, except those your right hand possesses. So how is their right hand possessing married women? Now, in those days when Muhammad go into raiding, that is Sharia law is coming now. They will raid all the whole village or whatever community. If you don't convert to Islam, they will kill you. So if you don't want to die, that is the Sharia law. Therefore, accept Islam by sword. You will convert to Islam. So now you a husband that have a wife converted to Islam. Therefore now you have already been converted to Islam. Now you become their slave. That is your wife now is the right hand possession of Islam. Regardless whether their husband is alive, he said, listen now. He said it is forbidden, okay? All married women, it is forbidden for you to touch them. Don't do it. Except the one your right hand possesses. This is a decree upon you from your Allah. And Allah said it is lawful for you to do that. Because your right hand possesses. Okay, let me put the picture that is the very event that is ahead of us now, or almost here now, the Sharia law. Now, the Sharia law, they are going to do that madness to the four corners of the earth. That is the great tribulation. If you don't cover, they will be held, they will kill you. So now, as a married man, if you cover, you don't want to die, you are afraid, you take the mark of the beast, you cover to Islam. Your wife, it is their right hand possession. As you are going into your wife, so do they also come into your wife, because it is their right hand possession. Allah said it is lawful. So with this, you should have known that Allah was the serpent in Genesis 3 that said polyandry is lawful. We are still putting some more. So let's put some more. Now here I am, Sahih al-Bukhari. This is their most trusted collection, okay? Normally, Islam refuse some weak hadith. They will say that one is weak. But for Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim and all these ones, Ibn Kathir, whatever, At-Tabari, they accepted it because it is their most trusted collection. Okay, so this hadith is very, very strong for Islam. They do what hadith, what is hadith saith, they are doing it. So Sahih al-Bukhari volume 1 book, okay, Sahih al-Bukhari volume 1 number 331. Want to see another nasty things of sex perversion from the so-called prophet? That is Allah. So horrified, so irritating. Narrator Suleiman bin Yasser. I asked Aisha about the clothes. A salad with sima. Should I take it again? This is no. This is nasty. Why should someone also write something? The day I begin to throw out. Narrator Suleiman ibn Yasser. I asked Aisha about the clothes salad with sima. She replied, I used to wash it off the clothes of Allah's apostle, and he would go for the prayer while water spots were still visible. Now, what is he saying? Muhammad's garment will be stained with his sperm. Oh no. This is so disgusting. Muhammad's cloth is stained with his sperm. Family, try and follow the very part 4. Because I can say I still have, I told you 4 and 5, they are very huge. So I'm going to hang up here with point 4. So I will begin now the other one with point 5 and 6. The point 6 is not that huge, but 5 and 6 is huge. So 5, you're going to see more disaster from Quran to sex perversion, homosexuality and all this nonsense. Okay, so we see now Muhammad was even staining his own clothes with sperm. I read again. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 1, number 268. Narrated Qatar, Andis ibn Malik. Okay, no, this one is for 4 and 5, excuse me. I'm coming right back here again. Alright, now here we are. 1 King chapter 11. We are looking into sex perversion. We see that Muhammad was even perverting his own semen, that is his own sperm, for others to even see it in his own garment. That is perversion. That is filth. That is how ugly Allah is. And because of the Abayyawa killed the sons of Yahudah. Anna, Genesis 38 as well. He killed it, pouring it down. I read now 1 Kings. We are looking into sex perversion. 1 King chapter 11. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Amorites. Did you see that Amorite is the firstborn of what? Noah. The one that thought that if a woman wants to marry, they have to go and sit on a so place in the gate, having sex for a whole 7 days. The vagina is rust now. Before the husband will come there, do you see how fit they are? Another man first of all have to ravage your own wife for a whole 7 days every day. No, that is total garbage. Wicked, that is the perversion. Alright, Amorites, Edomites, Zidonites, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which Yahuwah said unto the children of Israel, Ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn your heart after their gods, after serpent. They are going to turn their heart after you, serpent, for you to be serving serpent. Solomon cleave unto those he loved. Solomon never cared, because Allah attacked Solomon already. Muhammad and Solomon, they are having almost the same characteristics when it comes to sex. That's what I want to unveil here. 3. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. Did you see what is going on over here? Ephesians make it so clear that woman needs to submit, to be submissive unto your own husband in everything, in all things. So this is how they turn the royal law upside down. Unfortunately, in the case of Solomon, he was the one that now submit to the women. Okay, he now submits to what the women needs from him. Okay, the women never submitted unto him because he said he loved. He never loved them. Rather, he lust after them. Because if you like somebody, Abayewa said, those whom I love are rebuked. If you like somebody, you won't allow that person to be doing something contrary to what you know best. You are the king of Yehudah. You serve the author of life. If you truly love them, you should have told them, convert them into your belief. Not for them to convert you to their own belief. Instead of they submitting unto you, you not submit unto them. Alright? Now, Solomon, he never loved them. Rather, he lust after them. Because these are demons he was having sex with. What is the point for? You know already. Sex perversion is having sex with serpents, devils, and legions of demons. This is the legions of demons. 1,000 demons, okay? Alright now. King Solomon has submit to what the women need, to what serpent need. King Solomon was the wise. That is why when I come into this study, I now called him so wise and so foolish. You were once be wise, but you were now the one that is so foolish and filthy. In all your wisdom, you couldn't fish it out. You couldn't figure it out that these are the daughters of destruction. They want to lure you into destruction. You will not become so foolish. You never understand what they are after. You never knew who is their father behind them that is using them to trap you not down to destruction. You never knew. You dance the music. Going after 1,000 vagina. Okay. So right now, he now submit unto them. Okay. So this is the perversion from the very people. Abayewa did not say, maybe they are going to turn your heart. He says, surely. They are going to turn your heart to their gods. Because Semper assigned his own daughters to be running after the men of Yehudah or after the people of the book, the men, to bring them down into his kingdom so that he will have sex with them. He was defiling Solomon. He penetrated Solomon in his eunuchs. So that is why Solomon now began to carry out. Because what you have in the inside, that is what you are going to carry out in the physical. Solomon already is being joined with a deity that don't regard man or woman nor children when it comes to sex. He already penetrated Solomon eunuchs. Therefore, Solomon has to do for him what he wanted. Go and marry this, Solomon will say, okay, sir. Go and do this, Solomon will say, okay, sir. Go to this, Solomon will say, okay, sir. Because Solomon already joined with him sexually, and now they are now one. Therefore, Solomon must dance his music. And we see how Allah did it. Right in Genesis 3. 1,000 women equals to a legion of demons that was in the life of just one person. Solomon was heavily burnt in the land of destruction. Okay? So right now, let us also go back to the life of Muhammad so that you will know, indeed, Allah was the one who attacked Solomon. You see, the wisdom of Solomon was that kind of a wisdom given unto, alias Jesus today, devil. He was a covering cherubim, okay? You can see that in the Ezekiel 28. Yeah, it was a covering cherubim. It was perfect in wisdom. Exactly his own wisdom. That is what Abayewa also gave to Solomon, that he was the wise king here on earth. But what did Allah do? Serpent, they polluted it. They corrupted. Just as a devil corrupted his wisdom, in the same way they also corrupt that wisdom. That is so wise, it now becomes so foolish. So now I want to see how Muhammad also did his own wickedness. Solomon was having 1,000 wives. We are able to count, but that of Muhammad, we can't count it. Here I am, Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 1, number 268, narrated Qatar Anis bin Malik said the apostles used to visit all his wives in a round during the day and in the night. A day were 11 in number. Okay, they were 11. Mm-hmm. All right now. I asked Anis, had the prophet the strength for it? Anis replied, we used to say that the prophet were given the strength of 30 men. There's a message coming up. I don't know if that is what I'm going to do next week Shabbat. I don't know yet. Because I have a lot of mysteries, like I said. If I'm going to do that, so we'll put some more about this strength. The very reward Allah is going to give to them, that fight is battle. Allah also reward with sex in the heavens. So that of the heavens, it says it's going to give them 100 men strength. Okay, now, here on earth, he gave them 30 men strength. That is when Muhammad is laying with Aisha. Aisha is going to be feeling the weight of 30 men. Yes, that is what it is. Spiritually, 30 demon is the one having sex with Aisha. Because that is the demon contains inside Muhammad. A strength of 30 men. What did it need it for? If you are not demonized. What is that for? What does that have to do? You see, Muhammad, original prophet, don't even have nothing else to do, only to have sex day and night. He have 11 wives, some say 9, some say 11. In the night and day, he will have sex with all of them. That this one was not something that is even being done secretly, not at all. All his apostles, all his followers, we are aware of it. Anis was aware that they never asked him, how are you doing it? So it's something, it's a public show. Muhammad was making public show. That is the blue film. He was making public show of it. Now, that is whether 9 or 11. I don't know. Some hadiths said 9, some say 11. But let's guess they are not there. Let's guess could be thousands. Because that is why in the nutshell, Muhammad always go to war to have new vagina. You see, so he was having 30 strength. He was having 30 men strength. He may not carry the strength sexually, not to fight her, not to do nothing, only to have sex with women. Allah now bestowed the 30 men strength upon Muhammad. To do what? Only to be having sex with women. Only to be drawing more women closer to him. To enslave them in his eternal kingdom of destruction. That one man will be laying with you, he will be like 30 men laying with you. In a nutshell, when any woman Muhammad come in contact with sexually, it is 30 demons having sex with them. And that of Allah's heaven, which is the Sharia law, you're going to see this filthiness over here. Allah said he's going to give them a penis that is like a rod. Allah said he's going to give them 100 men strength to be having sex. That is his reward. Have you ever wondered why should Allah say he's going to reward all these battle fighters with sex? 72 virgins. If you are a single man, if you are a married man, if you marry according to Quran, if you marry to one woman here on earth, as you die in Allah's cause, from that one woman you are getting 72 virgins. And from that, once the 72 virgins is also coming, oh no, that 72 virgins is following, is double. And this is the minimum. So if you don't have a wife at all, you die in Allah's, battle, like that honest, that thing last year or so, the one they killed in Italy, it maybe is a single. So therefore, that one is going to be having 44 virgins, 144 virgins, if he don't marry here on earth. So why should Allah reward people with sexually? Why should Allah reward them with sex? Yes, that is the perversion. Allah knew exactly what he is doing. So he gave Muhammad 30 strength of man. Look at Solomon. Solomon was also doing it. What was the life of Solomon? From courtship to marriage, from marriage to honeymoon. Then they will return back again, start it all over again. From courtship to marriage, from marriage to honeymoon. Then he will return back again, start over again. This is what Solomon was just doing all the days of his life. For that 40 years he ruled in the land of Israel. This is what was his job. This is what this guy was just doing. Night and day is having sex just like Muhammad. So now you know, by now you should have understood where the problem came from. That Allah was the one who attacked Solomon and gave him that 30 strength. I don't know whether he's going or he's not going to. But Muhammad, mind you, is not 11. Muhammad have uncountable slaves girls, both married and unmarried, the very one his right hand possesses. He's also having sex with them. This one only talk about his own well-married women. But they are slave girls. Some women also hire themselves for Muhammad to be bagging them. Okay? And Allah said it is lawful. So we see already where Solomon's problem came from, the demon that attacked him. The demon that attacked him was Allah himself. And he was defiling him in his eunuchs. In other words, for him to be doing this way. Because when man join with you, you are one. You are one. You are going to be doing what that man wants you to do. That is the power of sex. He joined both together. And you goes nowhere. Okay? So that is what Allah joined with him in his eunuchs. Only for him not to be going and be doing the will of Allah. You see, from honeymoon, to courtship again, from courtship to marriage, from marriage to honeymoon. Tell me now, night and day, it is such, just as Muhammad was doing it. And all his followers were aware of it. And Allah also gave him a strength of 30 men just to be having sex. All right now, here I am again in Hadith. Hadith 474, narrated by Abu Hurairah. Abu Hurairah, Allah's apostle, said, "While Solomon, son of David, said, by Allah, tonight I will have a sexual intercourse with 100 women or 99 women, each of whom we gave birth to a nymph. We'll fight in Allah's cause on that night, if Allah wills, but he did not say Allah willing. Therefore, only one of those women conceived and gave birth to a half man." Do you see stupidity? So this is the account of Solomon in Quran, that Solomon will brag and say this night, it is 100 women, and he said he would do it. 100 women or 99 women, I'm going to have sex with all of them. Do you see nonsense? So night and day, it is sex in Quran, in Allah's presence. So Allah is a serpent, 100% or trillion%. We know that already. So this is the demon that attacked Solomon and corrupted him. It is Allah, and Muhammad is Allah in flesh. Yahushua, Abba Yahweh, came in flesh in the person of his son Yahushua. Yahushua said, "I and my Father, we are one." When you see me, you see the Father. The same with Muhammad and Allah. Allah came in flesh in the person of Muhammad, and Allah is also coming again in person of Mahdi. They are one altogether, to do the last pollution of this sex office of Abba Yahuwah. Let's take another pollution from Quran. Sex pollution. Sex pollution is the 4 points. Sex pollution, it is having sex with serpent, devils, and legions of demons. And we see them here already, and they are coming for one final goal. All right. Sunnah Ibemanja. Sunnah Ibemanja, yeah. Hadith 1944. That is the Hadith. In case you also want to go, you can type it. Me, I'm typing it from Google Translate to, they write in Arabic, translate to English. The verses of stoning and of breastfeeding an adult 10 times were revealed. And the paper was with me under my pillow. Aisha is the one speaking here. Okay, yes. It was narrated that Aisha said, the verses of stoning and of breastfeeding an adult 10 times was reserved and was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, that is Muhammad, when Muhammad died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a turned sheep came in and ate it. These verses were obligated. Okay, it's okay. Taste of it. Just type it here, so it's gonna blow off your mind. What is Quran saying? What is Allah saying? Oh my Father. Allah said, in order to avoid sexual sin, whether you are married or you are not married, living with a grown-up man. Okay, let me put it in this picture. That a husband and wife is in the house. They have a houseboy. So now that the husband is going away, and the houseboy to be a part of the family, or to be a child or a son of his wife, in order for sex activity not to take place at all, the married woman needs to breastfeed this grown-up man 10 good times. Put your breast in his mouth. So when he did that, so the man is going to be like a son unto the married woman. That the man will not even have that thought in his heart to have sex with her. Do you see how stupid this is? Allah is saying a better way to avoid sexual immorality, it is for a woman to breastfeed a grown-up man 10 times. Put your breast in his mouth. Maybe the man is lusting after you and it's not lawful for the man to have sex with you. Allah said just put your breast in his mouth. Do it 10 times. Do it again. And do it how many times? Do it this many times. 10. Some Quran said 5 times. Because it's like that 10 times was too much. I don't know. Some Quran said 10 times. Some Quran said 5 times. Do you see how silly this becomes? That the wives of Muhammad not even understand and say, no, there's error in this. A married woman, a husband, a married woman that come to report to Muhammad, where that one, you can just type it. When you type this very one that I read, it's going to bring out every, parallel of Quran that say this nonsense. Do it today. Do it in Google. You're going to find it. A man that came to tell Muhammad what is going on. A woman, that came to tell Muhammad about her husband, a follower. Muhammad said, because I see some displeasure from his face, Muhammad said to her, go and breastfeed him, a married woman. A married woman should go and breastfeed another man, a grown-up man. That one asked, how can I do that? How can I breastfeed a grown-up man? Muhammad now smiled and said, Allah knows a grown-up man, but just go and breastfeed a married man. So when the husband said, okay, this is from Allah, no problem. Allah Kubaro. Your wife breastfeeding another man, Allah Kubaro. Okay. So when she is putting breast, a married woman putting her nipple in another man's mouth, so mostly you're going to be crying, Allah Kubaro. Irebo Shandayaba. These people are dangerous, so but they are coming. This that we are bringing out. This is what they are going to be found. This is what they are going to found in Sharia law. They are going to do it. That is sex perversion. Now Quran 4 verses 3 I read. And if you fear that you will not deal justly with the orphans, girls, then marry those that please you of others women. 2 or 3 or 4. Allah is giving a stipulation how many wives a Muslim man can have. He said 2, 3 or 4. But if you fear that you will not be just, then marry only one. Or this your right hand, or those your right hand possesses, that is more suitable, that you may not incline to injustice. All right, now Allah said, if you want to marry, you are allowed to marry from 2, 3, 4. 4 is the last of it all. How many wives do Muhammad have? Some hadith said 9, some say 11. You see possession, or you see right hand possession, it's still talking about slave girls, sex slaves, okay? Those are not include 4. Okay, now say if you know you're not going to love all 4 equally, you better don't do it. Stick with just 1. Plus those your right hand possesses. So you have it just 1 wife, you still have uncountable, right hand possession of the slave girls, the captive girls. Okay, they are the offense. So you say if you know you are not going to do justice, don't marry. When you marry the orphan, if you know you are not going to treat her, the way it's supposed to be, therefore don't do it. Marry the one from your own. Therefore, you still be having that, right hand possession. So now Muhammad is a prophet. Is a prophet as they called him. His own prophecy said 4 wives minimum. Okay, a maximum 4 wives. But Muhammad went ahead and have 11. Hmm? And Allah said, if you have to marry these 4, okay, therefore you must love them equally. Let's see what Muhammad did, says perversion. Right now, here I am again. Sahih al-Bukhari. Oh, excuse me. Let me take the verses before I read. Sahih al-Bukhari 3411 3411. Okay, so let's read what Allah said and how Muhammad did it. Because Solomon having 1,000 wives, sorry, it's not going to work out. Muhammad having a plus a right hand possession, sorry, it's not going to work out. Therefore, Allah is a liar, is the serpent. Allah's messenger said, many amongst men reached the level of perfection, but none amongst the women reached this level except Aisha, Pharaoh's wife, and Maryam, the daughter of Imam. And know that the superiority of Aisha to other women is like the superiority of a meat and bread dish to another meals. So do you see what he compared Aisha? Anyway, Aisha was 6 years. So that's what I want to see in the point 5. Aisha was 6 years when this man did this abominable act with her. All right now. Muhammad said it's not so. Allah said you have to love all of them equally. Muhammad, no, well, Aisha, meal. It's delicious. So. The one is like her. A vagina is superior. The child vagina, 6 years old, stroke 9 years old. 6 years old to meet the man of 51 years old sexually. Okay, now. This is unforgivable sin. That's what we want to see in point 5. Okay. How can you say that? Allah. Khadija was old woman. Khadija, so her vagina is wrinkled already. Aisha, that is a baby. Sweet meal. Superiority. Really? Alright now. So let's put some more from Quran. Sahih al-Bukhari 2:44-2. In this, type it, you're going to find it in Google, okay? Translate to English. If it is Arabic, translate to English, you're going to find it. So in this very passage, it's very long. I'm going to pick some part for the sake of time. So in these very passages, all 11 wives were complaining about Muhammad's attitude, that Muhammad loved Aisha more than they. That all the followers of Muhammad knew that Aisha was the best of male superiority. That if they want to give Muhammad, present or gift, they need to wait until Muhammad is in the house of Aisha. So when other 10 wives now saw this, they now said, no, this is not appropriate. Rather, those they were not calling him back to Quran. You are the prophet. You said Allah revealed to you, you should treat us likewise. So those were not demanding for their right that they need to be treated likewise. Love us the way you love Aisha. It was not so. Old Pope, the old saint. It wasn't doing that. All right, then look at what it said. Do not enjoy me regarding Aisha. This man is a total beast, okay? You break your own vision, your revelation. Do not enjoy me regarding Aisha. The revelation does not come to me when I am in the garment of any woman except Aisha. She said, let me hang up there. Please try and Google it and read it back for yourself. You're going to see all nonsense. This is where it picked my attention. Muhammad was saying, Korah, why he is in the vagina having sex with Aisha, that is where Korah vision comes to him. That is where Allah communicates with him. That is where he sees vision from Allah. He said, none of this vision come to me when I am in another woman's garment. They translate garment, they translate bed. But to my best of knowledge, bed or garment, it is vagina. That is how Yahuwah revealed it unto me. He said, don't be carried away by the bed, they translate, or by the garment. You know, King Solomon also used some language, idiom, like that. He said, none of this vision comes to me when I'm with any one of you, but only with Aisha. Muhammad is saying when he is having sex, a 54 years old bastard having sex with 9 years old child that is not even yet up to the year of puberty, Allah will be giving visions. In other words, the visions of Quran, where Islam or Muslim is reading today, is being given unto Muhammad while in the vagina of a woman. Let no one trouble me, okay? I rebuke every spiritual attack in Yahuwah's mighty name. I go by the commandment of Yahuwah. All right, now let's see that of King Solomon, the very one Allah spoiled his life. Allah spoiled and ravaged that man's life. Okay, so family, even this point 4, I'm not gonna be able, to put all together. So right now, after I'm done with this very one, I think I'm gonna start with the very last part of it, or part 4. Okay, so we're gonna see how Jezebel is seducing them. How Jezebel is trying to seduce men and bring them into these males. Okay, so we're gonna see that before we now conclude with the final, points in part 4. So even this part, point 4 can't even contain, because I still have parts, so about 3 scriptures to be added about that of Joseph and that of Jezebel, and how Allah is using women to seduce men. That is what I want to see in the other part. So here I am. This is how they condemned the life of Solomon, King Solomon. Once so wise, he now became so foolish. Here I am, Ecclesiastes 7:25, that he himself never even knew what was. He can't even fish it out. I applied my heart, I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. So King Solomon has said that after 8,000 women, what brought me into this mess? How did it begin? He said, I apply now my heart to wisdom. I want to know. How did it come about? He is trying to figure it out, but he couldn't. How do I find myself into this mess? What dragged me into it? He said this madness and this foolishness. Him being a wise king, putting myself in this mess, how did it come about? 26. And I found more better than death, the women. What is he saying? Whose heart is nailed and nets, and her hand has binds, so pleaseth Yahuwah shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. What did King Solomon say? He said, in fact, after he now thinks about his life, just like Apostle Shaul in Romans chapter 7, Apostle Shaul said, I don't know why I'm doing these things. The things it was explained to us, the life in Judaism, life without Messiah was horrible. Apostle Shaul was a Pharisee. So what he was explaining in Romans chapter 7 was his life during, when he was a Pharisee in Judaism time without Yahushua HaMashiach. He was say the good things I want to do, but I cannot do. The evil one I don't want to do. That is what present here. He said he's going to rescue me, a wretched man. Who is going to save me, a wretched soul? But he now give thanks unto Abba, you will send forth his son to deliver him. A life in Judaism is miserable. Okay? So that is what King Solomon was saying. Why things is like this? Why? Yeah, I said I apply my heart to wisdom, to know and search, but he couldn't. So what did I say? He said I found more better than death, the women. What did he say? King Solomon, after he now realized his own life, the males he has put in himself, he now said, I even find it better than to die, than to put myself in these males. Women. Women! He said it's better for him to die than to stick around these women. Because he has now begun to come and say, hey, this is not normal. This must be demonic. This must be satanism. From courtship to marriage. From marriage to honeymoon. He comes back from courtship. All his 40 years being a king. That is what he was just doing. Is that not a slave? How are you going to have sex with 1,000 women? Quran said he will have sex with 100 women. That is bondage. He said he want to die. Better that is to die. That this all right now. He said, whoso hath his nails and necks and her hands has bound, whoso pleaseth Yahuwah escape from her. Anyone, he said, come. The time I was pleasing Yahuwah, I escaped from this set of bondage. I was not in it. 27. But when you not go out of the way, yeah, you fall into the males. Behold, this have I found. Listen at 27. Behold, this have I found, saith the precious, counting one by one to find out the account. Mathematics. So mathematics began one by one. 500 women plus 500 women, 1,000. 700 women married plus 300 concubines, 1,000. They now begin to do mathematics. One by one. What is the account? What is this for? What is the meaning of a codit? You now bring in now one by one to find out the accounts. Mathematics begin already. 28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I found not. Solomon have sex, but he never have love. He have great sex, but he never have great love. Making love. That is what beautifies sex. You have it sex out of making love. It is bondage. It is enslavement. You can't get the sweetness, the details of what sex actually all about. He never loved, he waited for lust. Which yet my soul seeketh, but found not. Even though with 1,000 women, he said he didn't get what he was looking for. He can't get it. Because love through sex, that is what he needed. With just one woman. Now lust through sex. Lust through sex can give it to you. There might be 1,000. That is why Muhammad having all these uncountable wives and slave girls, sex slaves, Muhammad still indulged, having sex with other what? Right hand possession slave girls. That his wife now caught him. Muhammad now began to swear many times, I will not do it. Before you know, Muhammad will go again. He will swear, I will not do it. Before you know, Muhammad will do it again. After that, Allah now comes to his rescue. Allah now comes to his rescue by revealing Quran that justify it. That what Allah make lawful to you, it is lawful. Why are you rejecting it? Because of your wives. You see? So even though women were still surrounding Muhammad, but yeah, they didn't get the satisfaction. Yes. Because you take it on the worldly manner, it is domination. It's stress on you. You can't get actually the intense, the real meaning of sex, the sweetness of it. You can't get it at all. You boyfriend or girlfriend, you have it, so you think you are enjoying it. No, that is bitterness. When you come to the reality, the real thing of sex, it is the sweetest so far in heaven and on earth. It's sweeter than honey. You are not getting that at all. He said, but he's found, but he can't. Among 1,000, we said he did it. But I found not. One man among 1,000 have I found. But a woman among all those I have not found. He found himself one man among 1,000 women. But for the women, they found not even one. So what he was saying is complaining. What is he complaining about? He was trying, he was waiting for this woman to love him, to fulfill him, to bring about perfection in his life, to help him to stand it, to give him a life of fulfillment. But they are not going to do it because they are Jezebel. When Allah involved, when perversion involved, when demon involved, serpent, all of them involved, you want them to fulfill you? Of course not. You're not getting that fulfillment. Not at all. Rather, he stressed all the days of his life. Okay? Now, 29. Lo, this only have I found, that Yahuwah hath made me upright. Now, it now refer back to Genesis 1, 26 to 28. That is now refer back there. Yahuwah has made me upright. But what happened? This is the only thing I found. Lo, this only have I found, that Yahuwah had made me upright, but they have sought out many invention. You invent a lot of demons now into your life. I bet you what makes you now in Genesis 1, 26 to 28 so perfect. But now, man sought out their own way. They invent many, invention. That is now Genesis 3. That is where the invention came. That is where men institute another way to listen to the voice of serpent, as King Solomon, has also listened to the voice of serpent and do this wickedness before Abba Yahuwah and go close to the very women Abba Yahuwah asked him not to ever have anything to deal with, because these are the daughters of Allah. But he couldn't listen. He fell into that mess. We see who attacked him. It was Allah in Muhammad in flesh. It was Allah that came in flesh through Muhammad. One more scripture before I round up with this. Matthew 24, 38 to 39. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. This is the time we are. What is wrong in marry and giving in marriage? Yes, the marriage over here is talking about, it is in the days of Noah, Genesis 6, when fallen deities now came and beginning to intermarry with women. Allah, Jesus, they are the demon that intermarry. In Genesis 3, they have sex. Genesis 6, they intermarried with women. And women are bring forth children that is called giants for him. Okay? And Yahushua said, this is the day. So what we are seeing right now, it is marriage of serpent going on earth. So I want to begin with the very last clip. That is what is going on right now. Satanic marriage is going on right now here on earth. We see it already. It is satanism marriage, okay? So we begin with part 4.